Now, I don't know what you plan on doing here.
I've come here to put an end to the cat's schemes.
Then prove it. Put that hammer down.
Yeah, no.
Bad call. He loves his hammer.
You want me to put the hammer down?
Good morning, afternoon, and evening, ladies and gentlemen. And I think it's game 14 of the CFL season, and the Bombers get their second loss. Yeah, this is a game. I'm just gonna get straight into it. So first off, I don't have very much for the first half of this game, which is sadly where a lot of the stuff happened. Simply just because I was just a little bit busy with some stuff that I was getting done and whatnot. But I came to the game and holy crap, what had happened? I looked through a lot of the highlights and also talked to some people that were been watching since the start. And it appears that we just had a full defensive collapse, which out of everything that I expected to collapse, or that I guess I would expect that if we're going to play a little shittier, if there's a place that we're going to play crappier, defensively is not the place I'm normally expecting. Normally, it's just the offense struggling to get moving forward, the running game not really clicking, only having one receiver having an outstanding performance, then defense of the other team's catering to that, and it just makes the offense a little difficult. That was not the scenario we had, though. The Ticats played a full, complete, fantastic game. This is a breakout day for Dane Evans, and sadly, it had to be against yours truly, but we'll get into this. So Wolotarski's still out. O'Leary Orange is still in for him. He had a solid night. And so hopefully we'll get Wolotarski back sometime. Still waiting for Greg Ellingson whenever that's going to happen. I'm still not even sure what the full situation is, when his expected return is going to be, if that. So hopefully that gets sorted out soon enough. But I would join and start watching this late second quarter in which the Bombers would give up a big touchdown pass where the Hamilton Ticats would score.
Seriously. That's brutal. How the hell do you give that up?
Convert is good, 34-14 for the Ticats. So at this point, like I said, just got in here. Not a good start to this game. And even more so, we finally got on offense and Caleros gets sacked.
Oh! Good God, guys! Like, protect your quarterback. There was two guys that got through that line without a single hit on them.
Yeah, for the bit I was able to watch through that first half of the game, as well as some of the stuff I'd heard and some of the highlights I had seen from the first half, in particular over the second half, because we did clean this up a little bit in the second half, but it was no means perfect. And it's that Caleros had a lot to deal with tonight, and that they really struggled to get a really nice, good block, good pocket for him to throw and make plays from. And Caleros is very good at scrambling, but the problem is that when Caleros is able to scramble, it's because our offensive line has held him up enough, at least, so that Caleros has time to run out, and they'll just kind of chase him, and they can't really catch him. However, in these scenarios, the collapsing happens a lot sooner, and so Caleros has no time to run out of there, and he just ends up getting sacked, and that's kind of how it is. So that was our end to the second quarter, so pretty crappy end of the second. So I was just praying for that quarter to end, so that way hopefully we can get on the right foot come third quarter. And so we'd start off with a decent drive. We'd get a field goal, be 34-17. So at this point, it's like, all right, Bombers got a lot of ground to make up. At this point in the third quarter, I'm like, just score every drive. Whether it's touchdown, even field goals, that's fine. If we're making progress, we're getting back up there, eventually we'll get into a close enough range where we can really crunch down and get it done in the fourth quarter, because I have a decent amount of confidence in the fourth quarter. It's whether I have enough confidence in the difference in scoring to actually be able to fully get that done in the fourth quarter. I don't like relying on the fourth quarter. I've said that before, though. And then Caleros would throw an interception. And then on top of that, we got a 15-yard penalty for after the whistle shenanigans. Come on, guys. We played against Saskatchewan. We saw how they struggled with penalties. We can't get into that because we know how badly it can go. Saskatchewan had it all go wrong. They took so many penalties, which they were penalties. You can argue that maybe one or two of them that weren't, but, I mean, take 12 penalties a game. That's still 10 if you take out the 2 that you dispute, so not a good look. And then the Ticats would get another touchdown.
I don't even know what to say anymore. 40 points.
The convert is good, 41-17, and that would bring us into the fourth quarter. And so the Bombers and Ticats were... So the Bombers are close to scoring here. They go for the touchdown pass, and it doesn't get there. He misses. Collaros has a little bit too much pressure where he can't quite get the full extension of the arm there, and the ball doesn't make it there. However, both the Bombers and Ticats would get penalties here. Ticats being a worse penalty than the one we got, I believe, and so it was then first down. It was a bit confusing. A lot of people were confused by it, but we would have the first down, and then Prukop would get the touchdown.
That's in! There we go. Hallelujah.
Prukop gets it. Convert is good, 41-24, and so at this point, it's like we got a lot of ground to make up. Let's go for it. Bombers would push forward. Rasheed Bailey gets a touchdown.
Yes. That is in! Woo! Nice. Here we go.
Convert is good. 41-31. 10 points out. That's only touchdown, convert, field goal away. We can get this done. However, we wouldn't be able to finally do it, and the reason is because Hamilton, we just couldn't stop Hamilton. It wasn't just that we couldn't get our offense going. We actually got our offense going a bit, but it's that we really needed to shut down Hamilton in the fourth quarter. They would make a massive push down the field, and they would get themselves a touchdown.
Stop that. Oh, come on! You were right there.
Convert is good, 41-31. Bombers are going offense desperately in one last attempt, and Collaros will throw a pick and end all our chances.
Oh! That's it. That's it.
So I see a lot of complaints about the offense, specifically because of all the turnovers on offense. I think we had 3 or 4 turnovers tonight. One being a fumble in which they went and got a touchdown out of it, and a few picks. And no, that's now one of the things that goes down to is it's funny because if you look at like the third quarter, I think the third quarter is actually the best example of this. The Bombers' offensive line looked great. Third quarter, they looked great. They were stopping everything. Beautiful circular pocket, like everything. It was gorgeous. It's like, where was this all game? It wasn't here the first half, and so part of that goes on that offensive line. That's their job to stop those guys from getting through. However, a little bit of that also goes on Collaros, in which some cases where he did have a bit more time, but he still threw the pick anyway. We just need some better coordination and getting those jobs done. But by all means, this is more of a defensive failure than an offensive one. And the reason why I'm saying this is because if you take out all the points that they got from those turnovers, Hamilton still has, I think, let me see here, because they got 14 points out of it. So let's see here. Still has 34 points. 34 points the Ticats have if you take out all the turnovers we gave away. That is a defensive failure. Because sure, we can outscore that, but the Bombers having an elite defense, we got to keep those numbers down. You cannot give up 34 points. That's unacceptable, and you're not going to win football games like that. You're not going to, especially when we get into crunch time and we get down to these games, especially when we get to playoffs. You cannot be giving up that much so soon. And so it's not much else to say about it. It's just a little frustrating. However, I'd rather this loss happen now than happen later on or happen in playoffs, whatever. So hopefully the Bombers learn from this, as they did the last time they had a loss. And so, yeah, let's hope for a complete game. We saw that in the Banjo Bowl, and I just think they didn't show up tonight. I think that they got that massive win over Saskatchewan and thought that was it, that was done. Came into this game thinking that they had it easy because of the game they had before, but they didn't. Hamilton came in ready, prepared. And you know what? They kind of kicked their ass tonight. That's how it is. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It is what it is. Bombers, you know, they'll get back on their feet. I know it. I hope they do, at least. If they don't, I'll be very disappointed, and you will hear about it from me. And, but yeah, hope you guys share this video around. Drop a comment below. I love answering them. I love talking with you guys, and I'll see you guys next time.
Can they take the lead on this drive?